Are we back?
All right, we are back.
on.
Sorry about that. And I have no idea where we finished, but it's fine that we took a break because I wanted to show you guys this. I wanted to show you guys like Liam Cohen, the coach. Robert Saleh in a press conference earlier this week. He was talking about the Jaguars, how they've been kind of doing some legal sign stealing. Did you hear that?
Legal.
Yeah, it was legal. Now, of course,
Sounds like
nothing's gonna
Major League Baseball right here.
All right, I got to get back on the. But anyway, so it was kind of a thing, and they asked Liam Cohen about it and earlier in the week, and he didn't really say anything in the press conference. But then after the game, this happened.
So he waited till he got the win. Huh?
He waited till he got the win like a pussy.
Yeah. You too, baby.
So, they get in a little skirmish. Essentially, Cohen tells him, keep my name out your mouth. You know what I mean? Keep my name out your mouth. And then on social media today,
why didn't he Will Smith them?
They were saying that Robert Saleh told him that he'll end him or something, pretty violent. But anyways,
if you're gonna make the reference, keep my name out your mouth, like the straight Will Smith, like keep my wife's name out.
Yeah.
You got to follow up with that.
Yeah.
You got to go in.
Yeah.
You got to go in for it, man.
Like he
got a full send. Maybe Saleh was like, I'm going to end you. And he was like, yeah, I think he might.
I don't think he would want to fight Saleh. He's pretty big.
Saleh is a pretty,
Just
you look at the guy and you're like, that guy's been punched a few times.
Yeah. Like at the beginning of the game, he's always before the game running the bleachers. And yeah, but they were saying maybe there was a little bad blood there because, Saleh didn't get the Jaguars coaching job and Liam Cohen did, or maybe something like that. But I don't know. I saw on Twitter there was a lot of people saying that Saleh, that was kind of a below the belt shot for mentioning his legal sign stealing thing. And then there were some people that were like, hey, he's just calling it how he sees it.
If you're gonna steal signs, you should be called out on it.
Yeah.
No, if it's legal.
Yeah.
If he's legally doing it, then why are you even mentioning it? Because
Well,
you can do it too.
It's legal to relay signs in baseball too, but you're still gonna get the ball thrown at you.
Yeah, that's all right. And then you're gonna take your base and get a base. On base percentage goes up.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Shanahan
You
thought
ain't trying to win.
No, for sure. When they asked Shanahan about it, you could tell Shanahan kind of thought it was a little bit unethical too. Not that Shanahan doesn't cheat in his own way. They all do. That's the thing, right? And Shanahan started
the Chargers so good?
Shanahan started the motion stuff. All those guys going on crazy in motion, and now everybody in the NFL does it. And now it's so irritating when the Niners freaking play people and they're freaking motioning all over the place. It's like, what I mean? It's like, dang it. Like Shanahan kind of started this. The Dolphins do it a lot with him too, but anyways, I just thought it was
He
funny.
looks like he's in a bunch of
Shanahan, Saleh.
adult
But
movies.
all right, switching gears here.
Is that Mike McDaniels or is he doing the 1-900 later tonight?
Switching gears here.
He's something else.
Want to
Oh, my goodness.
want to talk about switch gears here and talk about the Raiders and the Bears game yesterday. That was one that we were watching.
This will be a quick one.
Why?
They lost. Let's
It's
move on.
about time. It's about time Genty got me some points.
Yeah, that's
baby.
it. We want to talk about.
Man.
I want to talk about
Three
some Raiders
touchdowns.
and some Bears stuff though, because I didn't get to watch the game. I watched some highlights, but let's start with the Bears then, because we're going to talk about the Raiders a lot. What did you think? What was your impressions of Caleb Williams out there? How do you
The
look?
fact that the
Season
Raiders
2, Caleb Williams.
horrible.
You don't like him?
I watched the entire game, Adam.
Yeah.
The fact that the Raiders even had a chance and were ahead at the end was astonishing. Just like the Niners,
Yeah.
4 turnovers.
Ugh.
Heck, there was 3 in the first quarter.
Ooh.
And the Bears got the ball with an average start at the 35-yard line of the Raiders and got 3 points from it. I was 6 because they got smart after the 1. They could not convert with anything. They made the Raiders defense look phenomenal, which don't get me wrong, they played extremely hard. They were out there. They played really
That's
good.
a great punt.
Get it.
Don't touch it. Let the clock run it out.
And that way. So the fact that the Raiders had a chance to kick a field goal
Well, it
to
doesn't
win that
really
game
matter, but
amazed me that they even were in that spot.
So to you, that signifies how just bad the Bears are.
This game was who could not screw it up for worse.
Yeah.
their management, there's a reason why Jay Cutler is one of the best quarterbacks they've had in the last 50 years. They don't find quarterbacks, they don't develop them, they don't hold on to them.
Yeah.
And I think Williams, I just was never sold on him when
He
came
looked
into the
okay,
league.
but he didn't look great. Like, he cannot roll out of the pocket. If you can get him on a move to make him throw and not run, he's going to make a mistake.
Yeah.
He's not accurate at all on a rollout. I mean, I will say, I mean, I am the Raider fan. It is like,
Wonder what they do.
it hates the fact that we missed a field goal to win the game by a block.
Yeah. What do you
Which-
think
But
on the
Becker's
block?
going up
Whose
right
fault
now.
did you put it on the block?
Oh, it's the guy at the end who just tries to arm
Right.
swing it one
He's
time.
gonna get a safety
right?
or a touchdown. Well, Garrett Wilson. Oh my gosh, no way.
Is this the last play?
Yeah, last
Yes,
play,
it is.
last
Here we
play of
go.
the game.
Throw
they're
back,
trying
throw back.
something smash.
What's
Oh,
the
and
flag
there's gonna
for?
be some sort of fight.
There's a
going on.
brawl. There's a brawl.
They're still going, baby.
Forward pass.
No, we got a brawl here because he smacked him. But
That was good.
all right, well, like Chad said, Genty gets going.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew he was going because the guy in our league who's got him, he was hipping and hollering. But 3 touchdowns for Genty yesterday, including a
Breakout game.
super long one that he
62
broke
yard,
off,
I
a
think.
62 yard. Everybody that I talk to in Raider land tells me that the offensive line is the biggest problem.
It is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. And what's really weird, because I've been listening, and it's not like here's the crazy thing. We have the worst run game last year, so we go get the best running back in the draft. But then we don't even address, well, why couldn't the guys not run?
Probably the line block.
We didn't address the line at all. They kept the same 5 dudes, and they just moved positions.
Welcome to Miami.
Yeah.
So they're like, the center's now the right
Speaking
guard
of Will Smith.
and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's one of those things where they didn't address the line, and I think if they can address the line, the team would be a whole different team.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would be doing right now, is offloading some contracts and going to get some linemen right now in the draft,
Yep.
in the trade at least to
Niners.
shore up. And on top of it, their best lineman went out yesterday, Colton Miller.
So that
So-
so they definitely need to shore up that offensive line.
Niners fans have felt that way for a few years. We haven't used capital on an offensive lineman in a long time.
Yeah, and ours is more like they got Trent Williams, and then they were like, "All right, now
That's
we're on
it.
offensive line."
We're good.
And it's like they never signed one more person.
No.
So I heard and I can't quote the exact numbers, but I heard a funny stat, not a funny stat, an actual real stat. In the AFC West, the capital they spent on the Lions, and they were they were talking about the AFC West. I believe the Chargers are sitting at number 7 overall in the NFL. The Broncos are like 9, the Chiefs are like 11, and the Raiders are like 27. I mean, that makes a big difference. That makes a huge difference. If you can't move the ball, if you can't run it, like we saw the first 3 games with the Raiders, you can't do anything. Genty was definitely the spotlight yesterday. He had a huge open game, but it was against the Bears.
He looks like a great pick. Like that was just a wonderful pick. I think it did. It solved because last year their running game was
He runs
pretty.
through so many
Yeah,
tackles.
he's a beast. But
I just think
they need to
he-
get him some blocks.
Yeah, he needs some blocks, but I think he's just getting going. He's just getting up to speed.
So
Yeah.
he's
what you're
just
talking
starting
about-
to understand it.
Yeah.
He's learning
huge.
how to-
going into yesterday's game, he had a total of 145 total yards on the year,
Mhm.
144 after first contact.
Yeah.
That shows you he's getting hit in the backfield.
Yeah, that's
every single
a ton.
time.
I saw one
Yeah.
last week where literally his own offensive lineman took him out 5 yards.
Yeah.
behind the play. Yeah.
The cool thing that I liked about today was a kind of a funny thing because they all talked about how this rookie comes in and his stance this year. That was
Yeah.
the big issue, right?
Yeah,
His
they
stance.
changed it in this game,
His
right?
stance. They let him go back to his old stance.
Yeah.
They let him go back to the Michael Myers stance.
Yeah.
They call it.
Yeah.
He just stands there with his hands by his side and stands there and then goes.
Why does he say that that's better for him? He can see better.
I don't know. I haven't heard. But they asked Pete Carroll about him going back to the stance, and he's like, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. It's like, you're the one who told him not to do it at
No,
the
yeah.
beginning of the season.
You know what? Do what works. That's
Yeah.
all I care about.
No, I know. It's
If it scores touchdowns and gains yards, I'm in.
Yeah.
No,
So, I mean, horrible loss. I hate to see it, but it was, as a Raider fan, when you give the ball back and they do, all of a sudden they have the miraculous drive. The only time they ever actually could drive the ball yesterday was 6 minutes left. And I'm like, well, that's cool. They just did a 6.5 minute drive.
Geno Smith 3 picks yesterday.
Leading the league, baby.
But is it like
7 picks.
Yeah, he always throws a lot of picks, but he's throwing an absorbent amount this year.
He has 2 games with 3 picks. Yeah.
What
Who's
are
your
we,
backup-
honestly,
what are we
backup
doing? What are we
quarterback?
doing with Geno?
The other turnover was on Genty's fumble, and that could have been ruled Geno's. It was in the handoff. Like right when they were handing the ball, they both got hit.
Yeah,
Who's your backup?
Kenny
Kenny
Pickett.
Pickett.
Oh.
Oh,
Ball hand
I
Pickett.
think.
Josh.
I think. I
Time,
mean,
time to make a trade. Who would they trade for in the NFL? But I don't know. The Raiders. It's a little disappointing because they got a lot of weapons, man. With Bowers and now
Bowers is
Genty.
banged up though.
and
Bowers is
Myers.
not playing to his potential
Yeah.
right now, and I wish he would take a couple weeks. to
Still,
just
and
really
Trey
heal up.
Tucker. They got
Trey-
the
well,
weapons now,
Trey Tucker, yeah.
and they
He's
got
coming out.
somebody scary in the backfield.
Yeah.
They
Maybe-
just got
Jets
nobody.
went
They just got
0-4.
nobody on the
Justin
line.
Yeah, they got nobody on
Got
the
I was
nobody on the
thinking that
line.
That's who I thought the Raiders would go after in the offseason. I really did.
Who?
I thought Justin Fields was going to be the next Raider quarterback, not Geno Smith.
Yeah.
So
The Jets are 0-4. Maybe switch quarterbacks.
Yeah, Gino back in green. I mean, it might be all right.
Yeah. Who
send,
knows?
send Myers over there.
Well,
He wants out.
If the Raiders can win a few more games and stay in the mix, who knows?
They're already out of the mix.
They're not out of the mix.
They're 1-3. They're the only team 1-3 in their league.
Well, that doesn't matter. You can still get wild card in the AFC. I mean, they probably winning their division was going to be a long shot anyways. They're probably going to have to get the wild card spot. Anyways,
I want you to put that money on it.
no, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to put that money on it at all. No, their division is super
Is the
tough.
other is the other game on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's switch it to the other game. You can do it that. But anyways,
No, I don't know how to
all
do
right,
that.
yeah. Switching gears, we are going to talk about the Cool Kids Club. This is a segment we do every single week where we put glasses on in-house and we nominate one player from the week who did spectacular, and we nominate them into the Cool Kids Club. Ryan, let's go with you first. Who do you got? As we switch over to this Cincinnati Bengals versus Broncos game,
kind of
Broncos still ahead,
Yep.
21-3.
Kind of a double. My pick tonight is going to be a double whammy for me because we're going to talk about it a little later in another segment we come up with. But
Yeah.
I got to go with my man Puka Nakua.
All right.
That
yeah.
guy is legit on fire over with the Rams. 13 catches yesterday, 170 yards. His first tutty of the season, which I think was going to be a lot more.
Yeah.
For the season, he's already sitting at 503 yards, 42 catches out of 50 targets.
I thought
That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
thought the Devontae thing for the Cooper Cup thing was like a tit for tat, but they knew what they were doing more
Oh,
than I did.
yeah.
Because Cooper Cup has
Cooper's
not
washed.
produced like he has.
Yep.
And then Devontae has been really, really good.
Oh,
You know what I
and
mean?
it just opens the field more
Yeah,
for Puka
that's
Nakua,
it. Yeah, that's
who's
a,
averaging like 9 catches right now in these 4 games.
and
Management
the
doesn't-
Niners absolutely should have tried to get Devontae. They tried to
They
offer
did. They
that.
lowballed him.
I know that bargain basement, and not just because he's Devontae and they could really use him right now. The Rams wouldn't have him, right?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Is that how it works? I don't know.
Yeah, so Puka, you are my cool kid club for week 4.
Man, you stole mine.
Puka's a really, really good one. All right, then Chad, go. If that's your cool kid, you got it.
Well, I thought. I mean, he said it all. Puka Nakua. I
That's
was
all right.
gonna go Puka Nakua as well, but I'll throw another one out there. George Pickens. I mean, he's been killing it too.
Yeah, George
I mean-
Pickens has been killing it. So Watson and Watson. on
High
the
five.
same-
You know why I like those picks? Those are my starting receivers in fantasy.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
nice.
Watson and Watson on the same brave wavelength there.
Yeah.
Puka Nakua having an outstanding season. Just tons of
Throw
receptions
out
there,
Darren Waller
picking up
now.
right where Cooper Cup left off. What do you got for us here, Josh? Who is your cool kid?
I watched part of the Niners game, and he's been impressing me all these weeks, especially with Kittle out. Jake Tonjes.
Yeah,
His stats weren't that impressive. 3 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown, but he's been making improvements every week. He blocks well.
yeah, he's a
run
good
game.
blocker. He's a good
He
blocker.
made a critical block a few weeks back on that Farrell touchdown. He's noticeable out
Was
there.
it
in a
him
good
or
way.
Farrell that fumbled though?
Farrell fumbled yesterday.
Yeah,
Tonjes didn't fumble.
yeah. Tontis has been good.
He's
Yeah.
playing mistake-free, smart football where you just notice him for good things.
And before he
That's what
caught
you
that
want.
game winner in Seattle, he had like not caught a pass, and he caught 3 that
And
game
he,
too.
and he
so.
went, that Seattle defender's just waiting there for the ball thinking, I got the game right here. And
Yeah.
he just hopped right in
He's
front
also,
of
the
him.
he's also the same defender that give up the long pass down the sideline
Yeah.
to Ricky
Yeah,
Pearsall.
yeah. Tariq Woolen or whatever. it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
Homeboy lost the game in 2 plays.
Yeah, like it was funny because the next day after that, there was like a bunch of people on Seahawks Twitter that were like, "Change your name back," because his name was like Reek, and then it was Tariq or something. Anyways, I don't know,
He
but
reeks.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Tongus is good. I think he might be the heir apparent to George Kittle one day. My guy is. Oh, I got the picture so I can bring up the stats here. But my guy is DK Metcalf. I really like what they got going on over there. You know, Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna play this funny video too. But DK Metcalf. I like him now that he's not on the
That he's
Seahawks.
not-
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like he's a huge dude. The touchdown that he caught yesterday, where he's just sprinting down the field, he's awesome to see
Literally
play.
outran everybody.
Yeah, he's just a giant gazelle.
somebody
5
told me to
receptions,
Brown, like-
126 yards, receiving touchdown. Caught all 5 of his targets too. And I feel like him and Aaron Rodgers are kind of like the same people. They're kind of just like don't piss me off type, asshole types, and
Yeah.
they seem to kind of get along.
Do their own thing.
Really, really good. Yeah, but I want to show you this video of Aaron Rodgers here.
know
Tush
which one you're
pushing
gonna show.
yesterday.
I feel like
Here's Aaron Rodgers tush pushing yesterday.
42. You think he's getting the ball? That's like, hey, you guys got
First
this.
down.
Single first down on my hands on my hips. Great form.
So Aaron Rodgers not taking part of the tush push there. He doesn't want to be any part of it. So
Did you see
kinda
his?
interesting.
Did you see his?
Why
running-
wouldn't they like sub him out and
him
put
out.
like a running back?
Because then it might be too obvious that that's what they're gonna do.
I'm one of the. I look at it. Look, it's obvious
even
what they're gonna
move.
do. He's not even moving. He's not even part of
But
the
he's
play.
so old now, going to the sideline and back out there might,
Is
Might
that,
tire him out.
is that a dick move though by Rodgers that he won't even
I
put
mean,
a can
that-
on the other dude's
I hate to
butt?
say it, but
No,
that's
just
that's,
a Rodgers
dude.
move.
That's Aaron Rodgers, dude.
Did you see his
I
run
mean,
yesterday? in the
he's
game
out there
where he
like,
fumbled?
where's my next ayahuasca trip, bro?
No.
You didn't see that one?
Nuh-uh.
You should look it up. It's actually kind of funny because he actually has to scramble
Uh-huh.
and he's going upfield and he's running and they punch the ball out from behind.
Mhm.
As he's getting tackled, the ball bounces up. His lineman grabs it and he sees it all and he lands on the ground and goes
Yeah,
like he's celebrating before the play's even over.
he's just
that he
making
fumbled
business
and he
decisions. He's
Yeah.
making business decisions at this point.
it was like comical.
Yeah,
Well, you know, he has. I will say this: Aaron Rodgers has been relatively quiet on the year as far as drama goes.
Well,
Well, Pittsburgh's
Mike
a good
Tomlin
spot
knows
there.
how to keep people
Yeah, that's
quiet in
true. That's
Pittsburgh.
true. That's true.
Antonio Brown looked
Yeah.
like a phenomenal receiver until he left,
Yeah.
and now he's on the run. I believe he still has warrants out for his rest.
Does he?
Yes. I don't know how well he can run though. He might have frozen free again.
Yeah, I bet he beat Tyreek though. Now.
Yeah. Tyreek looks like he's gonna be in a wheelchair for a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough,
The cheetah just got planted.
man. All that child support's gonna
How's
catch
how's
up
he
to
gonna
him
hold?
now.
How's he gonna hold all the kids? How's he gonna play
Easy.
with all the
You can
kids?
put them all in the chair.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all small right now. They're all born within months of each other. We're good.
Yeah.
Didn't I saw that stat? Didn't he have like more kids than he had touchdowns last year or something?
more kids than he has
I was like, I was like, what the
And
heck?
then one of them burnt down half of his house while he's
it's
at
like,
practice.
man,
That's wild, bro.
that guy.
That's wild. All right, we're gonna bust out our
we're
bust out our fantasy squad in the fantasy 2-minute drill. That's what I'm calling this segment. Where we go through our fantasy squads. We're each gonna take a turn. We're gonna say who's hot, who's not on our own teams this week. Ryan, we heard some of your guys that went off this week. Tell us who's hot, who's not on your fantasy squad.
Dude, I'm sitting in a week where I just wish I could freeze it and be every week. This is what my scores are because
All right.
I think I'm gonna hit the top score. I'm not trying to toot anybody's horn or anything.
No, that's good.
Hot is an understatement. They're all hot
Nice.
except for a couple.
All right, well, tell
So-
us some of your hottest.
I had Jordan Love going. I had Nakua, George Pickens. I had Omarion Hampton, the running back
Oh
from
yeah,
the
he went off.
Chargers.
He went off.
I can't even say his name half the time. Ikabuka,
Oh, he's a good.
the rookie from
Yeah, yeah, from
Tampa.
Tampa. Yeah.
No, well, a lot of money there. On my bench, I had Javonte Williams sitting there. I had Quentin Johnson sitting on the bench.
God.
So yeah, who's not? Derrick Henry.
Yeah, gosh darn.
Derrick
Yeah.
Henry.
He's been a fumble machine lately.
Yeah.
Dude. He's just fumbling left and right.
Yeah,
Man,
maybe the chains he's working out with are
I
bigger
think
than
Anonymous
the ball.
is
I
right.
don't know.
Yeah, Anonymous is right. They're doing some AI stuff.
yeah, something's going on there.
Yeah.
I never
So-
seen Derrick Henry fumble.
And the
this
worst
much.
pickup I had this week, and I just played him, but I didn't think it would ever happen that way. But Green Bay's defense got me -3 points against
Ooh.
Dallas.
Yeah.
I thought for sure Parsons would bring that defense in and we want to bollywop his little team, but maybe he just had a side bet going
They're-
with Jerry Jones. I
Green,
don't know.
Green Bay's very inconsistent so far to start the season. Josh, who's hot, who's not?
I mean, I don't really have a lot of hot players. I've just been getting my matchups. I've been scoring a little bit more than my opponents.
All right, was there anybody that went hot on your
But
squad this week?
My skilled players, Baker brings his 23 points every week
I
around
like
there.
Baker.
Yeah.
He's consistent, which is nice. Kyler gets around 20 for me each week, but the ones that performed were Drake London and Bucky Irving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Bucky's hurt. Hopefully it's nothing major, but he's getting an MRI today.
Yeah,
Or got
I
an
know.
MRI today.
And we just made that trade. I wanted to put that trade up on the thing. Maybe I'll do it in a second if I get a little time here. But yeah, and me and you just made a trade. But yeah, Bucky Irving, he looked pretty good. Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield, they were both kind of down, and I was thinking, gosh, they ain't gonna score very many points here. I'll probably win. And then in like the fourth quarter, gosh, they both came back and
Garbage
got like
time
2
heroes,
touchdowns.
baby.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I played Josh this week. We'll go to Chad in a second, but since I played Josh this week,
I'm not
and I'm going to lose by like 12 points,
Yeah.
I was close. But Christian McCaffrey did wonderful for me. That's who I traded with him for. Josh Allen did wonderful again. And who did terrible for me? Montgomery had a terrible game this
McConkey.
week.
McConkey.
Yeah, he's my biggest letdown so far this season. I think I
It's
probably
weird
drafted
too
him
because he's
like 4 or 5, and he was supposed to be the Cooper Cup Puka Nakua
I feel
of
like-
Herbert.
I feel like that trade right before the season with Keenan Allen coming back really screwed him.
Yeah, it did.
Because I don't know why he's not looking him. I mean, he's that guy that goes across the middle that
Yep.
doesn't care. And
Yep.
Keenan Allen's not going across the middle.
No,
But-
not
but-
even close.
And if
But
he is,
Herbert's
he's gonna
throwing
do
it
an
more to
out
the
pass and he's
sidelines
going
all
out of
season.
bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of
He has
that
a
one-
thing with Allen though. Allen's putting up stats.
yeah.
Allen, well, Quentin Johnson's getting a lot of stats. He's a big receiver on the outside too. It's just weird. It's just weird. Like McConkey should work in that offense, and he has been pretty big to let down.
All right, Chad, tell us who's hot, who's not on your fantasy team, and
Hot.
did you win this week? More
I
important.
did win this week actually. I've been having some rough luck this year at fantasy. Obviously now Tyreek was my man, and he's obviously not hot now for sure. And I think Tyreek's always one of those picks. It's like feast or famine, right?
Yeah.
He might go off, right? But he's out now. I had George Kittle at the start of the year. He done. So Justin Herbert was a downer for me this week. It was between him and Jordan Love. I thought Justin Herbert was going to have a good game against the Giants. Just didn't pan out that way. Saquon Barkley, he's always consistent for me. So I think the biggest is Genty. Genty came up big on me, and I think was it Jake Ferguson? He came up decent this week. He outscored his projection. I mean, 7 receptions, 40 yards, and a TD is not bad for a tight end, especially when I started with George Kittle and then came out with that. So
Did you win?
yeah, I did. I won. 100.
What are you in your league?
Oh, I'm not doing good this year. I've lost. I've lost every single. Well, last.
He was like telling us all his good guys that
He's
like,
got
"Oh,
the
I'm
same
Yeah.
record as the Dolphins.
Yeah, I have.
Sounds like
I do actually. I do
I'm
have the
doing
same
terrible.
record stuff. Last week I was right in it, and then my defense took a crap, and I'm with Anonymous.
That's
Why
the
are the
trophy.
Ravens so terrible this year? It's not okay. All right. I was in, and then man, it's definitely gone downhill. But my draft league is, it's all it's not a regular draft, so it's a bid. So you have to
Oh, okay.
you have to bid for every single
I
player.
like that though.
So and it's a league that I've been in with. It's been over 10 years, but
why you don't put him on the bench.
but
Yeah.
every single year all,
Why you
all
don't
my
put him on the
buddies
bench,
from San
Jason?
Diego get together and we do that.
Yeah,
So.
no, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wanted to try this because I see this on like Reddit all the time on fantasy football. They're always doing like trade analyzers, and they have like, some guy will post a picture and they'll just say, "Hey, this trade good? Who do you think won the trade? Did somebody get ripped off?" And I always love going to it and just seeing what everybody else thinks, right? Because everybody has their own opinion. But our league is usually super like crazy with trades. But I think this year there's not a lot of trades because like everybody has kind of a deep squad. I
Yeah,
feel like.
it's
Well,
kind
not
of
a-
weird.
Not
Yeah.
a lot of players are busting out either. Everybody's just
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah,
And there's been injuries, but people have been so deep, like nobody's in like dire straits yet. That's when the trades usually, like when somebody's in dire straits. But me and Josh did a trade the other night, and I thought it was a good trade. Obviously, I feel like I slightly won the trade. I'm sure Josh probably does too. But I wanted to put it out there for the world to see
Yeah, I
what
think you won too.
you do. You do?
The debate over.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so that's not good.
I
What
want
are
to
you
know
making
one
trades that
thing
you
here.
think-
I want to
Yeah.
know about this. The only
Okay,
thing,
okay.
I always
I
want to
see.
know
What
this
is-
part of the trade.
Yeah.
Who initiated this offer?
Well, I think we were both talking back and forth,
Because
and I
we,
just said
we
I
know,
wanted McCaffrey.
we know we go back and forth, and I know we've gone back and forth with
Yeah.
a few offers this year that haven't panned through. I've gone through a couple offers with Robert this year, and it feels like I throw an offer, and I'm like, I think like you're saying, everyone thinks, okay, I think I can get not an upper
He's
hand.
upset with you.
No,
No.
I think we can get an upper hand, and it's like you said, you kind of voice your opinion. This is who I'm going after, so how can we make this
I
work?
sent an offer similar to that first, and then he responded with that. And that week, I just had Mike Evans and James Conner go down for the year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I needed to make.
So
I
you
needed
were,
to
so
make
you were like, I'm
That's
gonna take
another one I had
McCaffrey
Connor on my.
Well, here's my
too.
thing.
and flip him into
The
two.
way I
rounds.
look at this trade is
It's two
you're
parts.
getting it is two parts. You're getting 3 players, 2 starting running backs right now because Connor just went down that week too for McCaffrey, and all he's getting is the handcuff. That's the way I look
Yeah.
at it.
The way
Yeah.
You're getting the handcuff because McCaffrey's going to go down.
I know. That's why I told him when I made the deal. I said I like McCaffrey, and as long as he's playing, then the deal is great. And Robinson too. He'll be a plug play top 10 running back when McCaffrey goes down.
Yeah.
But now I have to keep Robinson for the rest of the season.
You do. So
Yeah.
you kind of given your roster spot there,
Yeah.
and plus you had to give up a couple more players. And Cooper Kupp, I mean, dude, he's like an
I already
I already
released
dropped him if you want.
Yeah, so he already released it. So
I saw it as two trades in one. It was really Benson and Irving for McCaffrey, and then Kupp straight up for Robinson.
Yeah.
Because Robinson didn't have any value
No.
for me at that point.
yeah.
And Cooper Kupp was always going to be one. If he plays
You
well
hold
this
him
week,
for
I
a
was
week.
going to hold
Yeah,
him. And
exactly.
Well-
then it's been 4 weeks of just not playing well, so I'm like, yeah, I'll move on.
Well, I'll say this, as I've done trades like this before on both sides of it, and, obviously Christian McCaffrey was the guy that I wanted. So I got one guy, and you got two guys, and now one of them's hurt, but you still got the other, to where when you only
But
got
we
one
don't
guy.
know yet
yeah,
either.
Yeah,
the
true.
extent of that.
So
Well,
whenever you're trading for one guy for two guys, the risk is that you only have one guy, right? Versus,
What I'm confused about these trades with you is you got the Niners like the whole
I know,
fucking star players on your team.
I know, the older I get, I'm like, is it more about winning or more
Homer.
about like...
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to have to watch the other
I know.
games. That's all.
He doesn't want. You know what it is. You know what it is. He doesn't want his players to beat him.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's what it is.
Like he really
You don't
has
want to
like
have to
the
cheer
entire-
against Jawan Jennings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, man, now he's got so many Niner players. I hope I play him as bye week.
I
Yeah.
want another one.
I had
Connor on
to
my
pick
team.
up. I had to pick up Panero. Listen,
Yeah.
And Mike
Kittle,
Evans,
Jennings.
Kittle, Jennings, and Robinson on your bench.
I know. I was trying to trade for Pearsall too. I don't know why. And then Jason's like, all right, give me Jennings, and I'm like, no, you can't have Jennings. I need more Niners. Like, I'll give you freaking Devontae Adams, but you can't have Jennings. I need more.
Yeah.
Jason can't not have a Niner on his
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah.
Come on.
No, he likes Ricky too, but anyways.
Oh,
Oh,
Jason,
I like
get out of the
Ricky, too.
dumps, dude. You need to offload one of your stud quarterbacks.
yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, hey, you gotta get rid of one of them.
When all your quarterbacks putting 26, 27 points up, and you got to make a decision who goes first, that's rough.
Yeah. But the beauty of our league is 8 teams, and it's so close. You only got to really get like 8th place, and then everything's
8 teams. That's why it's deep.
yeah. Well,
No,
there's,
it's 10
there's 10
teams, but
teams.
8 teams
Oh.
make playoffs.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to go 4-0, and I could probably lose the next 10 games and probably slip into.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, anyways, that was fun. So that trade, you guys saw it. It was it was up there. I don't know, Benson and
We each had our own reasons to
Yeah.
do it.
anyways.
I
all
think after McCaffrey goes down, you got the better part. Until then.
Well, because,
I mean, it's like waiting
It's
for
the
Tua.
Niners'
It's
whole
like
offense
waiting,
right
it's
now.
like
No.
waiting for Tua to get a
Bucky's a
concussion.
stud.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
Yeah,
You
it
just
is.
don't know when.
Yeah, it is. coming.
Hope it's
It is
minor or
coming.
whatever
You're
happened
right,
to him.
for sure. Yeah. But moving forward, we're gonna pull the fire alarm. This is a segment every single week that we do where we talk about one team, player, organization in the NFL that is gonna get recognized for doing some negative stuff here this week. Josh, who you got? Who are you pulling the fire alarm?
I'm pulling
this
it on
week?
a unit, and I'm getting tired of this unit. This is going back to last year and probably even years before, but the 49ers special teams on kickoff and returns.
Yeah, they suck.
They cannot tackle somebody when they kick off or punt, and they cannot run one back for a decent return. It's frustrating.
At least they
So
can kick a
frustrating.
field goal now.
well, that would have been a no-brainer
Yeah.
for across the board of the field goal game right there.
We used to have Phil Dawson, Akers, all these good kickers
Yeah.
when we sucked, and now we're good and we can't find one to kick. It's crazy.
It
Special
seems-
teams are so important.
It seems to
and
be
they're bad,
unacceptable to have a
Because they're
bad
special.
right?
Yeah, it seems to be unacceptable to have a bad kicker. But yeah, the 49ers special teams are atrocious. They're always fumbling, and the kickers are
They give up long
historically
returns
bad.
every game. They gave up a touchdown this last
Yeah,
game.
they gave up
Well,
a return
especially
touchdown.
the way the kickoff is now, like if there's so many weird rules
Yeah.
to it that if you give a team 40 seconds and they're down by only 2 points and you give them up a small return, dude, you might as well kiss it goodnight. You might as well start using your timeout so you can get in that spot to try to win that game. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, who you got, Ryan? Who's your fire alarm?
I'm not going up that far from home. I'm going with the leading interception thrower, Geno Smith.
All right,
I'm
Geno.
getting tired of watching him try to sneak these ones in like cracks. Like cracks I don't even think quarters can go in.
Yeah.
And I don't even understand. He's looking down like he's confused. Like, Do you not see the 3 people you tried to throw between? Like,
Yeah.
I get it, but what are you looking at? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Then he gets frustrated and he stays in his head the entire game.
Yeah.
He's got 7 picks on the year in 4 games, and 2 games with 3 picks each.
Yeah.
When he throws one early, he throws multiple, and it
Bench him next time he throws an early one.
seriously, just bring Kenny Pickett in.
It's like
all you got to do is go through your reads.
Why did
bunches.
if they
Yeah.
wanted this? Why didn't they just get Jameis Winston?
I would have loved James Smith. At least he would have hyped up the team with
true.
his
That's
pregame, whatever he does.
Yeah.
So I'm putting Gino on the fire alarm right now. Like, I feel like if you have multiple games like this, you got to go with someone that's a professional that can do some reads. I don't care if we dink and dunk. Like, I hate those
Yeah.
offenses. I hate the 3-yard pass, the 2-yard pass, and this and that. But you know what? Get it under your belt.
Yeah.
Quit going and trying to feed the ones downfield.
Yeah.
I don't care. That receiver is the guy that takes the defense away from the people going like this that are
What about-
wide open.
What about Russell Wilson? He could be available.
I hope not.
No,
Era.
Pete Carroll, they don't get along anymore.
No, there's
Yeah.
no way.
But
Chad,
yes, Geno Smith.
all right, Geno Smith. I agree. I think Geno will kind of pull it together. I just think it's been a weird start for the Raiders. I mean, yeah, they probably weren't going to be like a 12-win team, but I still think that they're going to finish the season around 500 and they're going to win some games. They're not that bad. They just it's been a funky start for them. And Geno's not that bad. He's going to throw you 1, maybe 2 picks a game, but not 3. And he does sling it down the field. And once they get him slinging it down the field and Austin Genty running the football, they're going to be okay.
Listen, I agree. He has had some bad games, but when you watch him behind center compared to any other quarterback that the Raiders have
Yeah.
had the last 2 seasons,
Yeah.
like he's
He's
way
so
more
confident.
confident in his abilities and his sky's much bigger than any of the other ones that have been playing behind. I just think his ceiling's
What
up
makes me
there.
I do
mad
like him
is when
better
I'm
than
looking at the 2 teams that are newer and younger than our Raiders players that just went out and they drafted quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're producing them.
Boneheads.
I mean, my thing with the Raiders, I agree with you, Adam. I think they're going to win some games. I want to see them win division games.
Yeah.
We went 0-6 last year in division,
Oof.
and I don't see us doing any better right now with the way our division
Just
looks.
I think the Raiders are gun shy on quarterbacks since Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. Maybe so. That was
At least we didn't get him in this time there. So
I
we
know.
$100 million guaranteed.
I know.
Hey, I
Yeah.
watched him purple drink go into KC and win in Arrowhead.
I know.
Don't know how, but he went in there and won.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. My fire alarm, guys, is Indy. I've been waiting for them.
Did he get one?
No, you didn't even get one. That's all
No,
right.
it's
You
fine.
get one
Go
after
ahead
me.
first.
All right, after
Like-
me you go. Sorry. Yeah, you were talking, but not about that. All right. My fire alarm is Indy. I was just waiting for them to lose a game so I could tell you guys that they're fakers. Yeah. Daniel Jones, he's not that good. Yeah, the Colts, that was a nice little run they had for those 3 games. They got beat by the Rams. They're a decent team. They got a lot of pieces too, but Daniel Jones to me is probably not the answer. And they lose their first game, and I think more games to follow, more losses to follow.
Why hold on to Richardson if you're just going to let him collect dust on the bench?
Yeah,
No sense.
yeah.
Because
I
they're
don't know.
not
Why
sold.
hold on to
They're
Cousins?
not
Well, I don't
sold
think
on
they're
Daniel
sold on
Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Probably, but
Why hold on to Cousins? Oh wait, because we're paying him $30 million guaranteed.
there's
this year.
there's no
Yeah.
doubt. I don't know. Do you think it's that the talent level of the quarterbacks is good, or it's like maybe social media we just know who all of them are? But there's just like a lot of good quarterbacks in the NFL. Even guys on the bench are like Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston are on the same team and they're not even starting. Jackson Dart is, So there's just like good quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, there are good quarterbacks. There's a plethora of them
Yeah.
right now that really can get out there and put a game together.
Yeah. So, anyways, Indy, I kind of think they're fakers, and I was watching them first. They got a good running game and stuff like that. But Daniel Jones, he's not the guy. As soon as you whack him around a little bit, he kind of gets a little
Well,
scary.
he's definitely better than Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. Anthony Richardson.
I just think the way Indy's team's built, that's why Daniel Jones is a starter. Because he'll stand in the pocket and he'll do his reads and he'll look for
They need
those
to
throws.
keep feeding Taylor. They went away from that.
Yeah.
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 Well, they fed him one, but they got it called back for a touchdown. That when it was tied, it got called back on a nasty hold on the guy that dropped the ball going into the end zone anyways. So he kind of screwed up twice. He should have been a fire alarm. Who's your fire alarm? You want to make him your fire alarm?
Chet. Tell us your fire
I'm
alarm.
calling fire alarm on the entire NFL. Why do we have a tie? What the heck, man? That's BS.
A tie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight's game
Yeah,
ended
that's
in a
right.
tie.
And especially between the Packers and the Cowboys.
I know.
Oh my
right before
God.
right before the season, the
Micah
drama.
Parsons
Come
comeback.
on, hey, Michael
Jerry
Parsons
Jones-
was saving
did
that
you see
game,
Jerry
dude.
Jones
He
sat
didn't
down
run
for
him down.
pregame?
Yeah.
Oh
and
man.
talked about that trade and talked about it. Like he was just sitting there, like, no, like, give me a brewski, man. We're gonna
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
I just think like
He was wanting to win so bad.
Yeah.
like for me, like the NFL and what it's become, and like some of the like the changes are just like I don't
And
know.
that game in particular, the way it was going back and forth.
Yeah.
You got to be like, you got to call the NFL. You got to call, New York and be like, we're not tying tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Run it another. Hey, we're going for another 10 minutes, yo.
Yeah,
We're going until somebody wins this game.
Yeah,
you
why do
can't
you-
have. Come on, a tie. Like,
Why do you think they tie it for the injuries? Like they just,
I
it's
don't-
got to end at
It's
some
just
point.
Yeah.
the way it's structured, 5 quarters.
Yeah.
Probably they're
Collective bargaining agreement. They don't
Exactly.
want to play more. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if it's the playoffs, there's no structure.
Yeah.
It goes out the window.
Yeah. Regular
that's
season.
lame.
Yeah. We
Come
don't,
And on
on.
top of it, I do agree with you. Like, it's kind of rigged. Like, they ended up giving Parsons a sack in that game. And Dak at the end, did you guys see Dak's interview? And they're like, he's like, hey, it's good. You can play good football when you're not getting hit and when you're getting back there. He's like, we didn't turn the ball over. We let no sacks. And they're like, well, technically, Parsons sacked you on that last drive. He goes, no, he didn't. I ended up at the line of scrimmage. He goes, a no-gain tackle by basically a quarterback rolling out with no gain goes down as a sack.
oh my god.
And he's like, we'll just, you know what? We'll just give it to him. We'll go
Man,
ahead
how do
and
they
give it to
tie? Keep playing.
He
Come
don't
on.
have-
So no ties. You don't like that.
I hate
That's
ties.
All right, ties in the regular season. Chad wants to get rid of them. The game needs.
The
to
tie
have-
won me $20. I'm good.
I think the tie. I think the tie. It needs to be a win or lose.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we promoting here? Not everybody wins here. All right. Not everybody gets a trophy. What happens in the Super Bowl? They're going to keep going. They got to, right?
they
You're
gotta
not going to have a tie in Super Bowl.
Yeah, in the Super Bowl, you can't. You got to.
In the playoffs, you can't have a tie.
Didn't the KC and Niners one go to his second overtime quarter and then KC scored right away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
If
saying.
if anybody needs a tie rule, it's baseball, bro. It's one to one, dude. That's everybody go
Yeah,
home.
it's 2 a.m.
Pitchers, we're out of everything.
Yeah,
Like our right fielder's throwing right now.
Yeah, but in the NFL, you're right. If they just added a few more minutes and made it like sudden death or something
Yeah,
like
they
that,
need something.
yeah.
Or do like a
Well,
field
that's
goal.
it. Just
Do
put
a field goal contest from like 50 yards.
I would like
Whoever
that.
makes 5, like and the
Or
most out
from
of
like
5.
60 or
Yeah,
70.
there you
know
go.
what I mean?
Jake Moody, the judge.
No, yeah. No, I like that. Poor Jake Moody. Poor Jake Moody. Last topic we're gonna get to, and then we're gonna get on out of here. But this week was another international game, and Roger Goodell, he said it's easier to get the teams to play internationally. They're liking it, and we talked about it last year. We probably talk about it every single year, but I want to talk to you guys about it because 6:30 in the morning is gosh darn early, man. Here on the West Coast, and that's what time that Vikings game was starting. And gosh darn, that's just a little too early for me to watch football. What do you guys think about that,
I
Brian?
love it.
You love it, huh?
It's football all day long on the West Coast.
Yeah.
You get to eat breakfast and watch football.
Were you up at
I'm
that?
up. I'm up at 6:30
Yeah.
no
You
matter
were?
what, so I'm watching it too.
I mean, it's just got it's kind of cool to turn a game on.
Yeah.
Get up and you're
Yeah.
like,
Cup of coffee.
I start my day with coffee and I get to
you're
watch
like,
a game.
Yeah, heck
And then it's like snack day all day long. And
Yeah.
you know who it really helps? I've always felt bad living out here on the West Coast. I've always felt bad for those East Coast guys
Yeah.
because they got football. They don't start football
Yeah. True.
until 1 p.m.
True,
They
true.
got all morning to do stuff,
True.
and then they get to watch it till like midnight just to watch the West Coast
That's a
games.
heck of a
They
day
get
for
to do
them.
their yard work in the morning and then watch football the rest of the day.
You don't do yard work on Sundays.
Yeah.
But what I liked about it was like they kind of get what it's like to be on the West Coast.
Yeah.
At night, they get to watch the games at 10.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool for them.
Yeah. What do you think about them? Like, I was thinking about it. All right. What do you think about in the future if they try to move playoff games or the Super Bowl over there?
No.
I don't see that happening, but I
Really?
do like the
It's
like the
gonna happen.
international.
Yeah, I do see them trying to do that, and to me that would
Perhaps
make me
the Super Bowl,
super
but
irritating.
the
The
owners
Super
are-
Bowl that
the
would make me
The
most
owners
mad.
are going to get mad if you take a playoff game and move it from their home stadium to like overseas.
Yeah, you can
That's
see it.
going to
Yeah.
piss a lot of people off, and it's not going to
Well,
be
moving
good.
a Super
especially
Bowl over
with
there.
traveling and all
Especially,
that.
especially in the playoff games with home field advantage and the fans, like you can't
No,
take
you
a playoff
can't.
game.
Well,
but
you're
the
gonna have to
Super
come
Bowl,
back to the States,
100%. I tell you, the Super Bowl in the next 15 years,
It
it'll
will.
be
Dude,
international.
It's
Well-
the last game of the season. You can put it all out on the line, and you don't have to worry about
You
traveling
think so?
back.
I'm holding out hope that they won't do that because I think that that there might be
Well,
kind
they
of a
want to make this the
significant
world's game, man.
boycott.
I mean, football's America's game.
You think that putting the super? I know it is America's game, and like I'm not saying that as a pompous American. Like we don't call soccer our game, right? But like if you're European, you can call it your game, and that's
it's
that's
cool.
fair, you know.
Yeah,
Or
rugby,
rugby if you're somewhere, or whatever you're good at. You know what I mean?
You got to think if they decide to move a Super Bowl internationally, there's got to be a lot of thought processes that are going to that.
Yeah, I would not.
Because
I would be
like you agree.
thinking the minute they start doing Super Bowls internationally, I'm automatically going to start thinking expansion. Honestly,
Expansion.
like that's
I think it's going to go deeper than that.
It's going to be somewhere like England, where like it's not too late on the east or west coast, and they can still play the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're going to go not international, but if you're going to go outside the U.S., I mean, let's do like Toronto or something. It's close. It's close.
Yeah.
They got the Blue Jays. I'm cool with the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, I'm good with that. I like maple syrup too.
A lot of them
Let's
are Bills
go.
fans up there.
Huh?
A lot of them
Listen,
are Bills fans up there.
if you're gonna go outside the U.S., let's just go to Alaska. Okay?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was one of my buddies is from Alaska, and I always tell him how it feels to not be a U.S. citizen. I don't know, because it's not connected. I don't know. It just feels like it's not.
It's more Russia than America.
Yeah, I tell him you have to literally go through Canada just to get over there. But
We're going to Puerto Rico, baby.
yeah, the obviously the regular season games. Then I'm not against
I
them
felt
doing
like this-
that,
I
but
felt
I
like-
don't want to see any playoff or Super Bowl games.
I felt like
over
the
there
game
at
this
all.
week too were two pretty decent teams to be out there, and it felt like the fans really welcomed them there in Ireland.
Yeah,
And I don't remember them doing a game in Ireland last year or Dublin.
I don't remember.
no, they're
I
doing
felt like it was. I mean, besides the backup quarterback getting robbed 2 days before.
yeah.
I don't know that Canada would embrace it though. They're more their thing's hockey, you know.
Yeah,
They got the CFL. They got a lot of football.
Yeah.
I don't know, but so
With
yeah,
the weird 3-down rules.
Where would you play in Canada besides Toronto, Vancouver?
They've got
I mean, during the time frame
you got
of you playing-
Montreal,
Yeah, Montreal.
Toronto, Montreal. You've got
What's the weather like in those times in January?
Edmonton. You've got Calgary. It's cold as shit. Vancouver
Cold in
has
Buffalo.
a stadium. Yep.
But that's why Buffalo's not going to hold a freaking Super
Super
Bowl
Bowl.
until they put a dome
yeah,
on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
he says in 2026 they're going to be hosting a game in Australia and
cool.
Oh,
probably
that's cool.
and probably a few games in Asia.
So what time would the game be on
Australia,
for
I
Australia?
bet you Australians, that'd be a party. That'd be a party.
It's
Well,
gonna
what
have
do-
to start in the middle of the night.
Those
for
guys,
them for us
those
to
guys
watch
would
it.
be like, all right, let's watch some football. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but what time would the game be on for the U.S. to be able to watch it?
I don't know, but I'd watch it just to see.
It'd be like 7 a.m. here, and it's like midnight there. They're starting the
Yeah.
game.
They're all drunk. No matter.
That wouldn't be bad.
throwing boomerangs around.
I like the the one. So
What are you bringing up?
That's
Last thing
Justin
right here.
Tucker.
Yeah, no, this is Dark
Yeah,
with
Dark.
Russell Wilson behind him. Check this out.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, episode 33. Thank you guys so much for joining us. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. Come on back next Monday night. Peace.